So, as I told you before I got to working in one of the big houses, I used to work in one of the middle-class houses, and they found me and took me straight out of the workhouse. A still picture, still photo is a really good stage. And of course it's absolutely perfect for any history topic you do, because you actually call it a photo if photos were invented at that point. It just works really nicely. I'm going to give each of you a headline from one of the papers, and I want you to create the photo that would have appeared in that newspaper. So I'm going to give your group Jack the Ripper Strikes Again. I'm going to clap my hands. We're going to see the next split second in the scene. So, all right, as if you press play on the video recorder, but just to the next frame. You've gone to the next frame in the film. But obviously I wouldn't say that because I'm Victorian. It's kind of fun. Again, it takes the pressure off them. All they have to do is think about the next frame, and all of a sudden they've got a whole fluid series of actions. It also can look quite funny when you get a whole group doing it. It looks great, and it looks slick. It gives them already a performance quality which they wouldn't have if you just said, right, improvise. Tell the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There is always that child who goes away and says, I don't have anything to write about. I don't know what to write. So if you give them something like this, you can say, well, what part were you in that freeze frame? Right, you write about that part. And then they can say, oh, well, Hannah was so-and-so, or James was so-and-so, so I'll write about what they did. They've got something visual that they can draw on.
What you're going to do in the last part of your task is, on your desks, there are little newspaper headlines, and you, in your group, are going to make a still picture. So which role were you going to play? You're going to be the robber. Why do you go? You're absolutely right. Why is it that you're going into that pose, do you think?
Try and be quiet.
Yes, definitely